Hey, I'm Lyndol Woodruff, and welcome to the Clarity Changes Everything podcast. People are like, wait, you sell windows and you're doing a podcast? Yes, I am, because clarity changes everything, not just in your house with your windows, but in a chaotic culture, when you find clarity, your whole life changes. So I wanted to bring on some cool people. Let's talk to them. Grab some coffee. Let's do this. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, man?
How are you, buddy?
Excited to be here, man.
What all are you excited about?
Just to be here. It's the very first podcast I'm in, and
Oh, is it really?
yeah. I've been wanting to get into one or try it out, see how it is, and
Well, first and foremost, man, like I'm honored to be here with you for multiple reasons. Like,
thank you.
you are, how can I put this? You are one of the most like genuine, kindest, like want to help everybody people I have ever met.
Appreciate it.
And what you've built for yourself and your family with your story is so inspiring.
Thank you.
And to have you, officially be a partner of the podcast now and officially a part of the Clarity Changes Everything family.
Yes.
As a sponsor and, got to be your neighbor for 2 years, which was probably the coolest. One of the biggest
cool.
blessings. You helped me a lot.
Thank you.
Through this whole journey of, raising Everly alone, and you've been there and meant a lot to me more than you know. So this is really cool, and it's cool how it's come full circle, and now we get to talk about business together, and mutually, helping each other grow brands and networking in the community, and it's really cool to have you here, man. So I got Christopher Salas in the studio with Texas Delta Moving today as an official Clarity Changes Everything partner. And you've got a crazy story, man, and I know quite a bit about your story, so I don't really want to say too much. I basically just want to let you kind of run with it and talk, whatever points you want to hit on, and then we'll just kind of roll with that.
Absolutely, man. So, no, and I appreciate you very much for having me over, giving me the opportunity to actually present my story to other people.
Yeah.
My testimonial, more than that. So I was born and raised in Mexico City. It's a big city, kind of like New York. Everything's fast paced. Everything's out there getting everybody. You're either hustling or they hustle you.
Yeah,
so,
I can imagine.
Yeah, and it's madness. So I had the privilege to actually come here to the States. It's very, very interesting thing that my mom did. So my mom owned cantinas in Mexico, and she was tired of it. She put that decision on me what we were going to do next in our life chapter.
At what age?
I was 10 years old.
Oh, my gosh.
And she asked me, we can either go purchase some condos in the Gulf of Mexico beaches in a state that is called Oaxaca, in a little city called Huatulco. It's a tourist area, really nice. And she said, we can purchase a couple condos over there, rent them out, start a business over there, or would you like to go to the United States? And
what a thing to put on a 10-year-old, man. Like, I was trying to decide between Saved by the Bell or, whatever TV shows.
And I really just looked
crazy.
at my mom and I was like, I would love to go to the United States. Right? And I thought we were just going to hop on the car and just come. That's it. I didn't know I was going to go through a lot of stuff to get here, but no, it was great. It was great. My mom and my stepdad came here to the U.S. in 1999. And I was kept in Mexico with my aunt for a year while my parents, came over here and established a place, where we're going to live and all that. So I'm very grateful for my mom to take that courage,
Yeah.
to come over here. It wasn't easy. On the process, she broke her leg. She struggled with some health issues and stuff like that. So a whole year that I was not with her or around her, she came here to Louisville, and then from Louisville, she loved the city of McKinney instantly.
Yeah.
So she felt like,
wouldn't it? It's awesome here.
Yeah, she felt like that was home, and man, it was great. So yeah, when they called me in to come to to the U.S., I got dropped off at the border by my uncle, and I was in a hostel. I was supposed to be in the hostel for 2 days, Ended up being a journey of 3 months.
Oh my God.
By myself.
By yourself?
By myself, yeah.
You didn't have chaperones or?
No, nothing. And this lady that rent out the hostel, she was very kind-hearted. Mm-hmm. My mom will send her money every week to make sure that I had food and obviously pay a little extra to take care of me and stuff like that, which that lady was a great blessing, honestly.
Wow.
And I never felt out of place over there. I mean, it did get kind of scary the first days. Mm-hmm. So obviously I was like, okay, well, where's everybody at? You know, what's going on? I'm 12 years old. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like every place that I go to or that I'm at, I'm very easy to accustom to.
Well, you got a gentle spirit about you, man. Like you're very likable. Your humor is. You've always had a great sense of humor, and I think people are attracted to that. People can tell that you're honest. Yes. You don't really there's no bone in your body that's like an angle. You know what I mean? And I think the human spirit can pick up on that. You know, if you have an angle you're trying to manipulate or whatever, like people can usually pick up on that stuff. And I think, especially if you have that as an adult, like you're even ultra that as a kid, because kids, we're resilient, right? Yeah. We're resilient. We don't really have a conscious thought pattern developed yet. We're just kind of going with it, you know, and we haven't really established meaning to events yet. So we haven't been through a whole bunch of stuff and like attached a meaning to what that event meant. Because I think as we go through life and things happen, we kind of start to form an identity based on things that happen to us.
Exactly.
And that's one of the biggest challenges is figuring out how to break the chains from that stuff.
Yeah. And one of those deals that, I mean, when you're a kid, you cannot really tell what was right from wrong or what's danger from, you know, not danger and things like that. So, yeah, finally, the day came. A guy came over and, you know, he's like, hey, we're going to go see your mom. You know, I was like, all right, cool. And he started asking me, like, sketchy questions, like, are you okay to walk, a long distance, like, all day or something? I was like, sure, man, I don't care. Like, I want to go see my mom.
So at this point, you thought you were still going in a car.
So at this point, I don't know what I was going in, honestly. Yeah. But that was great. Also, this guy did ask me if I know how to swim. And I was like, of course, man. I love swimming. My real dad is from Acapulco, Mexico, which is the Pacific. Yeah. The Pacific Ocean. And, man, great stories about that place, too. But, you know, we can leave those for another day. And, yeah, but that's how I learned how to swim in the Pacific Ocean and the sea and the beaches of Acapulco. Mm-hmm. And, so I started, you know, got picked up. We walked for like 6 hours. I did ended up, you know, crossing the river, and man, that was insane. Like I don't understood why people were crying.
In what town?
That was Laredo.
Oh, you came over? Yeah, across Laredo.
Yeah, I came to Laredo, Mexico, and to Laredo, Texas. Mm-hmm. And man, but just the process of seeing everybody. You know, everybody was praying, crying while we were walking, and I'm like, why is these people crying? Like, so peaceful out here. Like we can see the desert and all this crap, you know, and I mean, it's nice, you know. Yeah, I thought I was hiking, honestly.
You went to San Antonio first, right?
Yeah. So we arrived to Laredo, Texas, after the whole deal, and then from there we spent 3 days in Laredo, and then they brought me to San Antonio, and then from San Antonio, that's where the next people picked me up and brought me to my mom.
So you said your mom owned cantinas in Mexico City. Was she a proprietor of several of them? Did she have many? Like
she did have many. She ended up getting she ended up having 4 cantinas. Wow! And that was not in Mexico City. It was in outer state of Mexico City. It's called Morelos. Mm-hmm. That place is also very historic. For, you know, the battles in Mexico when we got independence, our independence and all that. So, but the reason that she actually ended up getting rid of them is because over there back in the day cartels were not too big on that area. Mm-hmm. So it was more like
it's more Tijuana.
Yeah, it was more north.
Juarez?
Yeah, more north, like Juarez, Tijuana, Monterrey, Sonora, like all those upstates of Mexico. Right. But over there, what ruled was the gangs. So you either have to pay the fee, to get protected by the gang,
Yeah.
or my mom had, excuse me, but she had big guts. Like my mom, she was like, I'm not gonna pay you crap. Like you don't do nothing for me. What should I pay you?
Really?
Yeah, my mom straight up told him to F off.
Did you ever have any time where they would like come to the house and like try to pull a fast ones or anything like that?
No.
Anything scary?
No, nothing scary. But then at the end, they ended up trashing 3 places at the same time.
Really?
Overnight. Yeah. So that's kind of what my mom was like, you know what?
3 of the cantinas?
Yeah, 3 of the cantinas. They hit 3 of the cantinas in the same night.
So when she came to the States, did she continue on with like the entrepreneurial spirit? Is that where you get that from?
The entrepreneurial spirit, I do get it from her and also my dad. My dad, man, he could honestly sell you anything.
I remember you telling me that.
Dude, he will talk to you into just if he has a piece of gum in his pocket, he'll sell it to you for $1 if he could.
Used.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know about used, right? Yeah, but no, my dad, if you think I'm a good speaking and interact with people, dude, my dad was just like probably like 5 times more than that.
Really?
Oh yeah, he would just like scan you from head to toe, and he was already like talking about. Like noticing that you got this kind of brand or this thing wearing or a little bit of chain. Like he knew a lot of everything. And I was just impressive how he was just like...
He could just create a story based on observational...
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And kind of paint pictures and create scenarios to pass you his wares. Like,
I guess.
Like whatever he wanted you to...
Yeah.
That's a good salesman, can get you to agree with anything.
Oh, and he was great. He was great. He was a great salesman. And that's how he got... I guess that's how we picked up. Even my siblings, my sisters, they have the same thing. I mean, we can be employed for so long, and then we feel like we need the freedom. Like we need to develop our own thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, so when we arrived with my mom and my stepdad, he worked in construction and stuff like that. But my mom, she worked at a Blockbuster warehouse here in McKinney. And
Blockbuster
video warehouse, store? The video store, yeah.
Wow, that's a throwback.
Yeah,
wow.
Yeah. She worked at the warehouse, 3-hour, 12-hour shifts, and she got the rest of the week. So that's how we started with the tamales.
Oh, okay.
Here
in good.
Yeah, so we lived in downtown McKinney, where Tubbs Brewery is at on the parking lot. Where actually the parking lot ran right next to the railroad tracks. That used to be called Little Mexico because it was about 32 mobile homes, and just Hispanic guys just lived there. They would go to work, and that was it.
Is your mom still here?
No, she moved back now.
To Mexico?
To Mexico, yeah.
Really?
She's 65, and it was getting that time that she wants to be a little more mellow. So she got a couple houses over there, and she just taking it easy.
Were her parents still there?
I'm sorry?
Were her parents still there?
No. My grandpa, her dad, passed away when she was, I believe, 6 or 7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And my grandma, her mom, passed away from diabetes when my mom was 19.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm sure it was kind of tough. She doesn't really share very much information on that.
Yeah, I'm sure. And you saw my post that I made this morning.
Yes.
I think you made a donation, didn't you?
I did make a donation, and
thank you for that. I can't even imagine.
And I share it. I share it because obviously I lost a sister in 2017.
Yeah, she was like your ride or die, huh?
Yeah, she was my ride or die. Like it didn't matter. So a great memory that I have from her. I used to love playing. Oh man, what is this toy called? Tops? No.
Jacks?
Spinning tops.
Oh, the spinning tops.
Spinning tops. The one that you wind with the cord. And this is a manual one, so it's a little small rope you tie and then you shoot it.
Yeah.
So I used to play spinning tops, and obviously my dad at that time I was living with my dad and my stepmom, and they wouldn't buy me one. They said that those things were for kids in the streets, and that's just not gonna get me anywhere, and this and that. So my sister saw it how badly I wanted it, because all the kids in school had them. I was literally almost the only kid that didn't have almost anything, because everything was gonna run me to the streets, and I was gonna be a nobody in the streets. And I'm like, so I remember my sister. I was just like crying, just she saw that pain, and she actually went into my stepmom's wallet. She took money out.
Oh, she jacked the money and went and got you one?
She jacked the money, and she went and got me one. She's like, do not let them see you with it, hiding in your backpack every day when you come from school. And yeah.
Did you do anything in elementary school? Like, you hear entrepreneurs, like they either used to sell blow pops or sell candy or baseball cards or something like that. What was your hustle when you were a kid?
Well, my hustle, it was not really my hustle, it was my dad's hustle because we had to turn in all the money.
You were managing your dad's hustle at a young age?
Yeah. No, we did it. We did everything. So my dad, he taught us how to build this little tissue pouches.
Tissue pouches?
Tissue pouches. So basically you buy a box of tissues that has like 50 or 100 tissues. You grab 5 tissues and fold them a certain way. You put them in a plastic bag, and then you seal the bag with a lighter. Right? So we used to make like, I don't know, hundreds of those.
But what does that do?
And we just sell them outside in school. Like, hey, anybody need a tissue? Like, yeah, give me a peso, which is like 10 cents.
Wait, so hold on. I'm trying to visualize this. You take a box of tissue.
You take a box of tissues. You open it up. You grab 5 tissues. You fold them a certain way. I can't remember the way, right? And then you put them in this little small plastic bag, and then you seal it with a lighter. That way it's closed. Okay. And then you go around, see anybody needs tissues. Hey, you want to buy tissues for a peso? Back in the day, a peso, I mean, it was probably like...
Oh, they could buy one tissue?
No, the pack of 5 tissues.
I'm totally confused right now. Let's make a meme of this so we can figure out what was the purpose of it.
So basically, let's say you buy the box of tissues for $2, and you can make, I don't know, $10 out of that tissue box.
Interesting.
By selling them individually, because who wants to carry a box of tissue everywhere they go? Like, you need 1 or 2 tissues a day, maybe, on the go.
Oh, okay. I see
things like that.
You were slanging individual tissues.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were saying that you would make like a decoration with those 5 tissues and sell them the box. I'm like, what's the decoration?
No.
Oh, I see what you're saying. You were creating like a on-the-go tissue dispensary.
Exactly, pretty much, yeah.
You were creating tissue dispensaries.
I need to start explaining myself better.
There we go. That's awesome. My hustle was blow pops.
Blow pops?
That was my first one. Yeah, we get like a big bag of blow pops at Walmart, and I'd sell them for a quarter a piece. And this was 1990. Like,
man, a quarter a piece?
Yeah, a quarter a piece, dude. Man. I was balling.
Oh my god!
And then it was baseball cards. I sold baseball cards for a while.
Okay.
I won't go. Yeah, I had a couple little hustles when I was a kid. And you said you moved here in McKinney in '99.
So I got here in McKinney in 2000.
In 2000. Okay.
Yeah.
You've seen a lot of change here, man.
A big change, man. Big change in McKinney. We had family in Louisville, and it would take forever to go from McKinney to Louisville because it was one way.
It was one way, yeah.
It was one way, so it would take probably about an hour.
Yeah, long before 121 or
and all those
back roads.
Yeah, but it would take forever, and I was like, dude, I want to go see my. And the cool story is that when I got here, so I'm very appreciated my family. Besides my siblings and my mom, all my uncles and cousins, because they really did a great atmosphere for me. Everybody was so welcoming. Everybody wants to know me. Things like that. Cousins I never met before that I was able to meet. Yeah. Aunts and uncles, same way. And they were always like, no, come stay at our house. Oh, yeah, we can go on the weekend. They'll take me to the movies. So I'm very appreciative because of that.
Well, to them. It's a huge benefit, man, because I think the more that we can feel wanted, like everybody wants to be loved and appreciated, right? It's like it's a natural thing. Because if we're not loved on when we're little, we die. You know what I mean? Like we have to have that support, and that's great whenever people have that. When people that don't have that, they feel isolated. That can create a lot of holes that are very hard to fill. So it's good. It makes you feel valuable.
Yeah, absolutely. And I started going to middle school. So I went to Scott Johnson Middle School here in McKinney. Started 7th grade. That was a big challenge because, you
couldn't speak English, could you?
I did not speak any English. The only things I knew it was colors, numbers from 1 to 10. That was it. Some colors and just simple things. But I've always been eager to catch up on to what's what's going on. You know, I don't consider myself a shy person. I can be shy in some areas, but when it comes to like, you know, curiosity has been a good thing for me. That I can be like, okay, so how do they doing that, or what do you say it? You know, I went to school with in our ESL class, which is English Second Language. There was about 17 kids. Out of those 17 kids, pretty much probably like 4 of us we were advancing speaking English because, you know, I mean, I wanted to, you know.
How old were you when that started?
I was 12,
12?
when I started, and started 7th grade when I was 13, actually, because they couldn't get me into school right away when I got here. They needed more documents of, you know, school documents from Mexico and this and that. So my mom had to send all, you know, get uncles and cousins to get all those information for us. But I think it took me probably 8th grade. In 8th grade, I was already not fluent, but about 30%. I mean, I could I could get around. You know, I could go to the library and ask, you know, a couple questions. You know, teachers will explain stuff like that. You know, things to me. The topics that I had a little trouble with, it was science and history. You know,
but not math.
Not math.
You got math figured out.
Math. I mean, it's numbers.
Yeah. And
as long as you know, I paid attention, and also I do want to give a big shout out to 2 really good friends, Felix and Fernando, because I met them. One of them I met on the school bus. We rode the same bus, and he helped me to translate a lot in school.
Oh, really?
And then Felix did have him in a couple other classes, and he helped me out tremendously to translate. He taught me my first sentence, which is, "Can I go to the bathroom?"
That's a very important one.
Yes,
that you need to know.
I wanted to escape the classroom. I was like, man, I don't understand nobody. I'm frustrated. I was like, I'll just take the time to go to the bathroom, and I would just stay in the bathroom for like 20 minutes. And I remember him coming out and looking for me, like, hey, the teacher's saying where you at.
So you know us English-speaking people, right? Yeah, you ask a lot of them, they'll say, the only Spanish I know is bad words. Like, it's very common in American culture for English-speaking people to know Spanish bad words. Is it the same in the Spanish-speaking culture? Like, same. I don't know any English except bad words. Like, do y'all learn the bad words?
Yeah, yeah.
I guess you can express yourself. Every emotion with bad words.
The one that everybody knows is, you know, F you. That's pretty much the main one that everybody knows.
It's universal.
Yeah, pretty much.
And if you don't know how to say it, there's a hand gesture for it.
Yeah, of course it is. And that was universal too. So. Yeah. Catching up on the language, there was a big barrier. Obviously, I didn't feel like I got bullied that much, but I did get bullied a lot. I got beat up by in 8th grade by some African American kids.
Hey, kids are just mean anyway.
Man. I was on the bus, and I was talking to this kid that he speaks English and Spanish, and we're having a conversation, and I just happened to turn around and look at this African American kid, and he mad dogged me, and then they started talking. I don't know where the conversation was off, but I remember not saying anything. Next thing I have him in front of me, start punching him in the face. Oh my god! And then I didn't try to defend myself because I'm not confrontational at all.
Still working on that word.
Yeah.
You're definitely not confrontational.
Yeah, no, I'm not at all. No. So what I did, I raised my hands to protect my face, but his buddies thought that I was gonna start throwing hands. So out of nowhere, like 2 more joined in, and And then I got off the bus, man. They actually started some crazy stuff at the bus because my mom was like, no, I'm going to take you to school now. And now she was taking like 5 of my friends to school with me because we're all getting beat up.
And mama get involved, man.
Yeah.
Mama
but it was good.
Smack you with her purse.
Yeah, in the classrooms, I helped a lot. So obviously, like I explained, you know, Felix and Fernando helped me out to translate to me in the classrooms in 7th and 8th grade. When we went to high school in McKinney North High School, I was a little bit more fluent, and our algebra teacher, she wanted all the Hispanic class in her classroom.
Oh,
so,
really?
So we're all nothing but Hispanics that we barely speak English or we speak any English. She was a great teacher. I still remember her, and her last name is Chisholm.
Was she bilingual?
No,
She
she was not
wasn't?
bilingual. No, she was American, and yeah, she did not speak any Spanish. And I used to translate. Me and another girl, we used to kind of help her to translate what we could.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she ran a successful class. I remember I had 90s all year round, about probably a couple 80s here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But I had pretty much almost all 90s in her class. And you want to hear a funny thing? So I'm learning English, right? This is freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
There's this other guy named Daniel, a good friend of mine as well. He helped me to translate a couple times. So the science teacher in freshman, which is IPC class, I believe. I don't know what it stands for. I just know it was IPC.
Man, I have no idea.
So
high school's a blur.
yeah. So anyways, he was the cross country coach for cross country. So he's like, "Hey, Chris, help me translate for these guys real quick." I was like, "Yeah, sure." He's like, "Tell them if they want to join the cross country club." So in my head, I'm translating it as it sounds, cross country. So I told the guys, I looked at him and I told him in Spanish, "Hey, coach saying if y'all want to go to another country."
Had you say it instead of him say it so he didn't get in trouble.
And this one kid looked at me with his eyes wide open, started getting nervous. He's like, you know what he said? He's like, "I just got here.
I just got here, man. Are you going to send me back already?
I just got here. And you already crossed another country?" So
That's hilarious.
Daniel overheard me in the back as he used to sit in the back. And he corrected me. He's like, oh, he was cracking up just like we're cracking up right now. He's like, no.
That's funny.
Nobody's crossing another country. That's the sport, cross country. You're going to have to run for a long period of time.
No swimming involved.
Miles.
Though.
Yeah. So we started laughing. So that joke stuck with me forever. Whenever everybody tells me, "Honey, oh yeah, you want to hear how bad my translation in my brain was?"
Yeah.
Because we used to. So for the longest, I used to listen in English, translate in Spanish in my brain, and same thing, think in Spanish, and like as quick as I could translate into English
In your head?
in my head before it came out.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, I guess that. Yeah, and I guess it kind of happens when you're speaking multiple languages. I would imagine that kind of happens on autopilot.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Right?
So. And that kind of changed with time. So now I'm able to think in English and speak in English at the same time.
Yeah.
I don't have to spend extra
30 seconds to figure it all out before.
Not 30 seconds, but probably, extra cells in my brain that I'm killing by thinking too much.
Thinking too much. Yeah, having to break it all down and.
Yeah. So out of the 17 kids that we were in the ESL class, only 4 of us graduated.
Oh wow.
And man, I saw many dropouts high school.
Oh yeah.
They're like, "No, screw that. I ain't going to high school no more. I'm just going to go to work." And I'm kind of glad that my mom kind of pushed me to like, no, you got to graduate. You got to graduate. Because, we get those, we get influenced by, whenever you're a teenager, you get influenced very easily.
Oh,
by your friends and whatever. So
friends and just culture in general, and what we see on TV and what we hear in music, and we could.
And everybody's out there to hustle.
Yeah.
And I have friends. When I was a sophomore, a few of them already had jobs. My mom wouldn't allow me to get a job. She's like, "No, you need to focus on just going to school, come home, do whatever we got to do." It's like if you start on focusing into that and just seeing money, you're gonna end up.
You're gonna chase that.
Yeah, you're gonna chase that whole money thing.
It's easy to get derailed very quick.
Yeah. And
if you make that your purpose.
Yep, exactly. And now I'm kind of glad that my mom did that, but I did end up getting a job at when I was 16.
Yes, you went in the restaurant business. We could kind of pivot there, talk about your service experience and how that's kind of translated into how you run your company.
Yes,
and
exactly.
Talk a little bit about that because I mean. There's just the way, because of who you are, right? Because of the spirit that you have, that encapsulates everything about your business, the integrity, how you do things, how you show up, the guys that you use to do the work for you, they operate the same way. And it's very important.
Yes.
Especially in the realm that you're in. there's a lot of surprises a lot of the time in that industry.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
there's
in that
movers
industry.
everywhere, right?
Yep.
So you started in the restaurant industry. What did that look like?
I spent 12 years in the restaurant industry. I started off as a dishwasher. So the way that I got into dishwashing,
I was just about to say, use that line that you used on how you got
they
sucked into
sold
it.
me that position like if I was going to become the greatest entrepreneur. You know, the guy called me. I put in my application. I put any position any. So he's like, hey, this is Chris. Like, yeah, this is Chris. Hey, you know, this is, I can't remember his name, but with Golden Corral, we're home of the Golden Choice Buffet, you know, and we need help in the back of the kitchen, making the difference, making sure that the quality of the dishes is, up to standard every single time. Also, you're going to be able to help us out to perfectly have a line full of just fresh products for our customers. And I'm 16, and this guy's talking to me like
For the dishwasher position.
yeah, for a dishwasher position. Like,
What a salesman. Was it
yeah.
your dad?
No, dude.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, he's like, hey, do you have black pants? I was like, actually, I do have black pants. What about shoes, black shoes? I was like, man, I don't know, but I can get some. He's like, how fast can you get here? And so I was like, give me a second. I went out there with my sister, like, hey, can you take me to Walmart and can you? I asked my sister to lend about $30 to buy a pair of shoes and to take me to Golden Corral. So yeah, we went to Walmart. She got me a pair of shoes, and that's how I started. And as soon as I got there, man, mountains of dishes waiting for me,
bro.
mountains of plates.
There is nothing
and
pleasant
pots.
about that
No.
position.
But-
They sold it to you right.
Oh, they sold me to me like if it was a golden ticket.
Yeah.
But
You're
I got
going to make the biggest difference in this establishment, sir.
yeah.
We
And
need you.
actually, believe it or not, I did. I did make a big difference in their kitchen because, I got there. I'm 16, energetic, ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm going to start earning $5.25 an hour. And I'm already projecting 40 hours times 5. I was like, dude, that's $200 a week, bro. Like, oh, my God.
I love it.
So I'm already thinking ahead of the game, like my money and how it's going to be and all
Yeah.
that. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah, so you did a little bit of, that translated into everything.
Yeah.
Waiting tables, bartending, managing. You did a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
in that
a little bit of
industry.
everything. And I really did not work in the kitchen, but overseeing the guys from the expo line or the food line in the restaurant, see how they're chopping, how they're slicing, how they're dipping, how they're doing everything.
Yeah.
So it just became natural. One day, I was already assistant manager. We were slam packed, and my kitchen guy just was not keeping up. I was like, dude, we need stuff. So I was like, you know what? I put on an apron. I jumped in, and it was just natural.
Yeah, make it happen.
Like I was making dishes with them, plates with them, helping them to get the food faster. I felt the urgency that I had to do something besides just being the assistant manager, just looking at the guys and screaming out, like, come on, we need the food faster.
Right.
Well, they only have 2 hands.
Right, yeah, roll up
It's
the
not
sleeves,
like
help
they
them
can
get
pull
it
a
done.
third, fourth hand out of nowhere and make more dishes, of course, So that's when I started coordinating from the kitchen out to the waiters. Hey, make sure you get to this customer. I was looking at the tickets. I was looking at the times. I was looking at every single little thing. I was like, hey, let this guy know that his well-done steak is obviously going to take a little longer. I'm going to be there. I was just prepping little bitty snacks for customers, with the ones that were waiting a little longer. I was like, hey, make sure you take this to the kitchen. Just apologize to them. Tell them, hey, I'm sorry, but we're doing our best, to make sure that everybody's food comes out perfectly as you like. It's going to take a couple more minutes, but it's going to be done right.
So and then you started in the moving industry right after that. How did this whole transition happen?
So
from
this whole
service
transition
to-
happened because I was started of the restaurant industry kind of, and I wanted more time. I was doing about 50 to 60 hours a week with the salary, and it was a good salary. I'm not gonna lie. It was stable.
This was before you met your wife, though.
I was already with my wife.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and at the end of 2015, that's when I made the decision to, let's look for something else. And a friend of mine, he was doing hot shots with a truck and a trailer, and I was like, man, I want to get into that. He looks so freely, going all over Texas, and I'm like, you know what? So I contacted him. I was like, man, I envy you, man. Like, how do you do it? What you do? He's like, dude, it doesn't take much. Just save a little bit of money, buy yourself a trailer, go get a truck, a diesel dually truck, from a dealership, and you're rolling. You get your LLC, that way you can get insurance, and you're rocking, dude. I mean, it might take from 5 to 10 grand to get started, but I mean, if you can kind of pull some money. So we did have a little bit of money saved, and that's how I got started into the hot shots. Transporting cars from auctions to dealerships. From dealerships to auctions.
Right, I have a friend that does that between here and Colorado.
Yeah,
running stuff back and forth.
Yeah, not only did it here locally in Dallas, and also I would go to San Antonio, Houston, Austin, Lubbock, all over Texas, and it was good. I learned a lot. So I went from one day being in the restaurant to another day driving a 52-footer trailer with a dually truck. I didn't know nothing about no diesel trucks.
Ooh, and there's an art to that stuff.
Man, it is an art. And I'm going to tell you why. I went to O'Reilly's, and I'm like, man, we need to tune up this truck. Let's get some oil. Let's get this and that. And then I get to the guy. He was like, what else you need, man? I was like, hey. The truck is this, it's a Ram 3500 with a 6.7 diesel engine on it. I need spark plugs. And he looked at me. He's like, need what? I was like, spark plugs. He's like, so he called 2 other of his friends to come and make fun of me. Because the trucks don't use spark plugs.
Right.
And the guy's like, hey, check this guy out. He's trying to buy spark plugs for his diesel truck. And the guy's hilarious. Like, how many you need? And I'm like, well, I don't know. So after they kind of make fun of me, he did explain to me. It's like, look, no, it doesn't need spark plugs. It's a different whole engine. It's diesel. It's not gas. Yeah. The combustion chamber is different. And what it does is it's a glow plug. You don't replace that glow plug until actually it is default or it stops working. The truck itself is gonna let you know that it doesn't work anymore. So just do oil change and fuel filter. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. And so after how long did you do that before? Okay, so you did that, and then the junk removal came right after that.
So I did the hot shot. I stopped the hot shot in 2017 when my sister passed away.
Oh, okay.
It just we received a call in the afternoon on a Sunday that she has passed, and on Saturday, and man, it was just devastating. So it took me about 3 weeks to get back into kind of trying to work or stuff like that, because I was helping my mom, my sisters. More than that, my nephews, my 2 nieces and my nephew, the kids that she left behind. And I mean, I didn't work. For 3 weeks. And I'm just like, man, we need cash. I was telling my wife, I don't have any more money. I'm tapping out my credit cards. So she also was worried that I'll be on the road, by myself, driving that trailer and the truck. And she's like, hey, what if you go into deep depression or something? What you're going to do? I was like, you know what? I'll go back to the restaurant industry. It's okay. I mean, we can start from
That's
zero.
The beauty about the restaurant industry. Yeah. If you got a personality and you know how to talk, you can always fall back on that.
Oh,
There's
definitely.
Plenty. There's always going to be money in restaurants.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I've looked back and I was like, you know what? If I need to restart from zero, that's exactly where I'm going.
Yeah. I've done that multiple times. Oh, shoot. And absolutely.
Yeah.
Man.
So I was going to sell that truck, the dually, the Ram truck. I was going to sell it. And a friend of mine worked at this moving company where they subcontract you with your truck. So you go in with yourself with your truck. That way you can pull their trailer, all their equipment. Okay. And they pay a little bit of premium dollar. And I called him up. I was like, hey, man, I'm selling my truck. You want it? I'm not going to have use for it, He's like, dude, you're crazy. Come and make money with the truck. Weekly pay, you get pay more and this and that. I started doing numbers like, dude, this is great. So, yeah, man, but I didn't know it was going to be hell. Hell, going from the restaurant industry to drive for a year and a half and doing no hard labor ever. And now you're into lifting all this heavy furniture.
It is no punk, man, at all.
Yeah, man, he kicked my butt. That was one of the best rock bottom hits that I've had in a long time. Thinking that you can do so much with little, and then you come over here to a whole new different world. And man, but I feel that the pain that I had from my sister's passing, it was greater than my physical pain. And the guy that trained me, I'm very grateful for him. His name is Raul. He's from Belize. Man, that guy he's a soldier. He don't back down. He told me from day one, So I was 250 pounds when I joined the moving industry in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
And he looked at me. He's like, "Hey, what's your name?" I was like, "Chris." Like, "Nah, your name is Fatty."
Oh,
In Spanish, is panzón.
Panzón.
Panzón. That means you have a big belly.
Sí, güey.
And
Sí
yeah,
se
he's like, "No."
puede.
So I was panzón for everything. Hey, panzón this, panzón that. I'm like, freaking. So I mean, I was like, whatever, dude. I don't care. I'm just here to work. But he kicked my butt like no other, dude. He did not. And he told me, it's like, "Look, if you don't like the job, quit. If you don't like this, quit. If you don't do this, quit." Like everything for him was just for me to quit. He's like, "I'm explaining to you things, but if you're not going to be able to pull through, quit." He's like, "I'm not going to sit there and cry to the owner and do this and do that. It's just between you and I. You either keep on coming, show up the next day, or you quit." It's like, "I'm tired of people just coming, going. It's like, you don't know how many people."
Oh, I
in
bet
10 years.
the turnover rate's ridiculous, man.
Oh, it is ridiculous.
Yeah, for sure.
And
I did talk to him on the phone because previously when I was trying to move and you weren't able to get to it, you just instantly turned me over to a great group of guys that helped me get out in a pinch. So thank you for that. I mean,
for sure,
that was a huge deal. So the guys that I want to make sure we highlight this. We're kind of running out of time here in the studio,
right,
but
let's do it.
I want to make sure we highlight this, like the sense of just the way you run the business. There's not a lot of accountability around the moving thing. There's a lot of horror stories in the moving
Definitely.
industry,
A lot of horror
just like there is in home improvement in the world that I come from. So we're grateful that we've got a great group of guys that does the work for us, just like how you've organized your company.
Absolutely.
Great people that care and all of that. So. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I was able to. I was gonna franchise with one of the moving companies, and that didn't go anywhere. So I went to overview my subcontracting contracts, and I was like, "Hey, I don't want to step anybody's toes, because I want to do something."
Mm-hmm.
And when I went over with these people, I told them, I was like, "Hey, I don't see myself doing nothing else in the next 10 years. Like, this is the industry that I'm just gonna stick to,
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what didn't fall through, but it didn't go through. So I was like, fine, I went to talk to business advisors, business lawyers. What are my chance opportunities? What can I do? They're like, "No, start your own. Like, you have to." So I'm able to have a good quality guys because of who I am and how I am.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a very kind-hearted person. I like to listen. I love giving people second, third, fourth chances if needed to, as long as they deserve them.
Mm-hmm.
We're not perfect. I have had the privilege of having those opportunities back, and I'm very thankful for them. A lot of people think that, no, if you fail me once, that's it. Right. I was like, yeah, but why did he fail? Like, if he failed because of something, or because of me,
a lot of it's poor leadership,
or because of he's just a bad person. So if he fails because he's just a bad person, you can really tell and be like, okay, well, you know what?
Right.
Yeah, there's no second, third, fourth chance on this one, but. Something like that. So that's what I see on my guys.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that, we background check them, everybody, to make sure that, we're bringing legitimate, sane people into people's homes.
Right.
More than that.
Yeah.
Because obviously we're strangers to everybody until they feel comfortable. And that's what I try to do, present myself as a legitimate company that we actually do care for customers.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's very easy to speak or say, sell your product to a customer by just a bunch of lies. And you don't fall through to any of that at the end of the day.
Right.
Horror stories. The customers always says that the estimate is never right.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been in those positions where I have had in the past try to convince people they were the right company with a lower estimate.
Mm-hmm.
Once we hooked them, what is it called? They're already on the clock. So, the guys are already working.
Right.
Like, I tell them it's going to be, I already know it's going to be a 7-hour estimate.
Mm-hmm.
But just to get them on the books, I tell them it's going to be a 4.5 or 5-hour estimate. And obviously the numbers go lower. So, they're like, okay, yeah, we can save some money and this and that. But at the end, my crew arrives and they're like, no, this is not going to be 5 hours. Just to let you know, it's going to be 8. And now they're calling the company. Now they're calling me. And they're like, no, you told me. And I was like, but what do I do? People upstairs told me to sell you no matter what. Mm-hmm. So this is what I had to do to sell you, in my head, obviously. And I was like, you know what? I'm tired of all that. Like, no, I want, And I've lost a lot of jobs because of that. But I'm not gonna sit there and tell you that I underestimate you just to hook you on our books.
Right.
And later on, you ended up paying.
And I'm sure that's a big thing within
30-40% more.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, just the accountability. I mean, if you're here in the area or anyway, you've moved people from San Antonio up here. I mean, you guys will go, of course, outside of this area, but if you're in the area and you want to have someone trustworthy in your home to protect your stuff, they got great equipment, they got great guys, they cover everything. They will actually come in, and if you need everything packed and moved and unpacked and all of that, they can do all that. And our other sponsor partner of the show, Cook DFW, you actually got to move them personally.
We got to move
just a
them.
couple of weeks ago, getting all their stuff moved out of their house and into their new place. So it's cool. Like that's as soon as we kind of started this thing, I've known Daniel and Carrie for a long time, and then kind of merged y'all two together with this podcast platform and the networking group. And next thing you know, you're getting to move their house.
Yeah, no,
and that's extremely cool.
Yeah,
I see stuff like that, and I'm like, that's awesome. Like, I love that because they had a lot of stuff.
Yeah, and the cooks they already had an estimate kind of, and it was almost 30-40% higher than what I was quoting them.
Yeah.
And she told me. Yeah, she told me, she's like, man, this thing's crazy. I was like, well, let me go overview it. I was like, I don't like to step anybody's toes. If that makes more sense than what I'm presenting to you, hey, that's totally fine. There's no pressure into this. I just want to make sure that everybody gets taken care of. So.
Are you guys still doing the junk removal stuff, or are you just focused on the moving?
Yeah, we're still doing the junk removal.
Okay.
So it's a combination of both, but we're focusing more on the moving, and then the junk removal just follows with it.
So yeah, if you're listening to this, check these guys out on social media, Texas Delta Moving. The website is texasdeltamoving.com. Christopher Salas. It's spelled Sales.
Sales.
S-A-L-E-S. For the longest, I thought that was your last name.
Yeah, it's actually French.
Salas.
It's a French last name. I don't know how I ended up in Mexico.
Well, it probably had a lot to do with the landings in Louisiana.
Yeah,
because they have everything end up Cajun down there.
Quick fun story. Cinco de Mayo, which is Cinco de Mayo. Everybody thinks it's Mexican Independence Day. No, that was the battle that we fought versus France to not take over Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I mean, Cinco de Drinko.
Cinco de Drinko.
Is how we think of it here in America.
Everybody drinks out here while we're battling over there.
Well, cool, man. I'm really excited once again.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you
have
having me
you
here.
a part of our the networking group that we're putting together, or we have put together for home service people here in Collin County, and have you a part of the podcast as a sponsor partner.
Thank you.
And I'm always here to help in anything you need, just like you've always been there to help me. And I mean, you'd show up on my porch with ribs at random points in time when I needed them most. Like, how'd this guy know I wanted chicken right now? He just showing up with some chicken.
Ah, dang! I had chicken legs at home today.
So what's a phone number? What's a good phone number?
The phone number to reach us at is 945-237-3616. There is a business line, and we have a cool CRM where you can just go into our website, put your information in, send it over to us. That way we can kind of see what we're working on. When I'm calling you, I already have mainly an idea what we're working on.
Yeah.
Once people put their address, our CRM direct us to Zillow and all these other places where we can actually see your home from before I called you.
Cool. Yeah, you guys got a lot of that stuff figured out on the front end. So it's a very simple process. Quick and painless, and if you're in a pinch and you need it done quickly, even if they can't get to it, you got a great network of people that are also trusted as well that you can refer people to if you can't get to it immediately. So that's a big deal. But glad to have you here, man.
I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate the opportunity for having me here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited, and I look forward as well, to keep on growing the networking group for sure.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Everybody.
Thank you guys for listening to this episode of Clarity Changes Everything. I'm Lyndol Woodruff. This is Christopher Salas. We got Ashley over there punching the ones and twos in the background, making this thing all click. Cha-ka-cha-cha-cha-cha. What? So, hey, remember, clarity changes everything. Remove the obstacles. Change your life. Get clear. That's what we're here for.
This episode is brought to you by Cook DFW Roofing and Restoration and Texas Delta Moving.
You guys have a super stellar reputation.
Only on referrals. Mostly we started with roofs and we started with gutters. We've been blessed, man. We got some great partnerships, great people that's been with us for several years. It became a word of mouth. It's not about me and my success anymore. It's about all the people that use Cook DFW to feed their families. It's not about what I get out of it. It's about what I can give other people. Great products. We've been doing business for 6 years. Never had a complaint. 833 Cook DFW, cookdfw.com.
There's a lot of horror stories in the moving industry.
I'm not going to sit there and tell you that I underestimate you just to hook you on our books.
If you're in the area and you want to have someone trustworthy in your home, if you need everything packed and moved and unpacked and all of that, they can do all that.
It was almost 30-40% higher than what I was quoting them. So I just want to make sure that everybody gets taken care of. We're still doing the junk removal, so it's a combination of both.
Texas Delta Moving. What's a good phone number?
The phone number to reach us at is 945-237-3616.
The website is texasdeltamoving.com. Thanks for listening to today's episode of Clarity Changes Everything. If this conversation helped you in any way, it would mean the world if you would subscribe and then make sure you share it with someone that needs to hear it. And if you're here in the DFW Metroplex and you want to talk windows, all you got to do is text Clarity to 214-225-1922 to schedule your complimentary in-home consultation with me. If you want updates on the podcast, special offers, and more exciting things coming, just want the news, visit claritychangeseverythingpodcast.com and join my email list. Until next time, remember, clarity changes everything.